somebody comes up to me and says, hey, there's a bunch of Darkstone out there. You need to find it. So if I want to find a small, medium, or large deposit, I find 2, 3, or 4 clues. I will go for the small deposit, just finding 2 clues to play it safe. So later on, maybe I'll be a little more bold. I got my grit. I got my side item in my bag, my dynamite. I'm ready to go. All right, we're going to try to hold back the darkness. If I can keep it on the table. 11. Okay, they both start at the end. So I held back the darkness. I'm going to roll for movement on my activate figures. 2. Now my wildcard ability is I can recover a grit on a 1 or a 2, which I do. So that brings me to maximum grit of 2. So I will move 2 spaces, 1, 2. And I'm going to attempt to scavenge on this mine tile. And he's looking for 6s. None there. I'm not going to worry about it this time. All right, so we'll move to room exploration, which is not possible. End of turn. All right, we'll start the next turn, which is hold back the darkness. And that's a 3. That is not good. I will advance the darkness track to 1. All right. My move is a 2. I'm already maxed out in grit, so I can't gain any more, but I will move 2 more spaces. I guess I'm just meandering. Oh, you know, this is my character, Senior Lee, first name Ugg. And he's just meandering. I guess he's not in a hurry to get that. He's just like, I'm going to find that small deposit of Darkstone. All right, so he moves 2, and he'll try to scavenge again. Looking for some 6s. No 6s there. I'm almost tempted to roll a 6 for grit, but that just may not be the way things work out. I'm going to not worry about that. All right. Nothing in the last 2 phases, so we'll go back to the top, hold back the darkness. 9, 7 or higher, yes, I held back the darkness. Roll for movement 1. Boy, this is a good time. If I was out of grid, I'm rolling this. I am not moving very fast. Okay, I will attempt to, at the end of my movement phase, to search, which is try to scavenge this tile. Eventually, I'm going to find something, or maybe not. I'm almost tempted to roll a grit here, just to see if I can get a better roll. Just to find something, but it's probably smart that I don't. All right, so anyway, back to the top. I will try to hold back the darkness. 8, I do. Roll for movement, 2. All right, at least that'll bring me to the edge. Now I have 2 choices at the end on my search. I can scavenge or explore or peek through the window, and that's what I'll do. So we're going to draw a map tile, and we're looking for the long passage, which is pretty close up here, I believe. I'll keep these guys here. Make it a little bit easier. I believe that's the medium passage. And then the very short passage. I guess this is the long passage. Short, medium, long. Okay. So we got the long passage. I'll keep track of the map tile right there. And that'll connect it. And no exploration token is dropped on this. So that will bring us to the next stage. I'm going to try to, actually, yeah, that's what I did that turn. Okay, so yeah, nothing, no exploration token, so nothing to room explore. All right, we will hold back the darkness. 7, I did hold back the darkness. Oh, I did advance a dungeon tile, excuse me, a map tile, so my depth chart will move backwards or deeper by 1. Roll for movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to attempt to scavenge on this tile here. Come on, give me something to look for. No 6s. I can't hit a 6 to save my life right now. That's okay. I guess I'll save them for combat. Brings us to the top of the next turn. Hold back the darkness. 7. Success. I will roll for movement. 1. Really low numbers. And I will go ahead and use my search to peek through the window. And this is the vault room. And I've decided to make this game a little more thematic, that as soon as I draw this, I'm going to go through the encounter deck and grab this card for the vault, so that way it looks more thematic with the piece. So I just have to find it real quick here. which was just the second one. Okay. And now I need the ball tile. Looking for that guy. It's a 4-way piece with a bunch of lit barrels in the center. I believe I found it. 90 degree, it connects like this according to the map connection. Move this back. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and remove the starting mine tile right now to keep the map moving a little bit here. And then we will place an exploration token on this. Okay. Immediately, before this happens, revealing that, I will do the ransack vault. The room is filled with splintered crates and fragments of broken barricades. It's clear there was a bitter struggle here, and whoever was guarding this storage vault didn't go down without a fight. I need to make a cunning roll of 5 or higher for every, well, and all heroes will do this, but I'm the only one here. For every 5 plus a hero rolls, they may draw a loot card. Then roll a d6 on the roll of a 1 or 2 whenever, whatever tore this place apart is still here. There's an attack. I draw a threat card that is 1 threat level higher than the hero posse. This could be real bad because if this is an attack as well, I'm going to have a double thing. So I'm going to resolve the encounter first here before I move into the resolving the exploration. So let's do the, first of all, let's see, what's my cunning? My cunning is 1, no bonuses to that, so I need a 5 or higher to get a loot card. And I got one, so I'll at least get a loot here. Maybe this will be helpful. I got a Darkstone, I get 20 XP, so I'm using these poker chips to keep track of this. These will be 5, and these will be 25 for experience. If I get gold, I'm just going to write that down, or money. So I get a Darkstone shard, and that'll eventually go back into the loot. Oh, it said D3, didn't it? So I will get 2 Darkstone. All right, 1 and 2. 2 Darkstone for my character here. That might come in handy. And then I roll a d6. On the roll of a 1 or a 2, there's an attack. So let's stay away from that number. Yes. All right, so I don't have to deal with that. But at the end of my movement, there was a figure here. So now I will have encounter times 2. So I probably won't read the flavor as much, but I will. So let's resolve these one at a time. All right. This is a summoning circle. Choose. So I get to choose. There's a summoning circle here. A runic summoning circle is marked out on the floor here, surrounded by burning candles. Someone has been dabbling in some dark stuff. Hopefully, they didn't succeed in whatever they were trying to do. I can either try to break the circle or ignore it and move on. I'm going to try, what is higher? I need a lore, I need a 6 or higher. And lore, I do have a 3. 3 dice to roll. Luck, what's my luck? I got 2 dice to roll, but that's an easier roll to make. So do I feel like I'm finally going to roll a 6 with 3 dice? Well, what's my payoff here? If I'm successful, I get 50 XP. If I failed, it's been a mistake, I get attacked, then draw a threat card 1 threat higher level than normal. If I ignore it, it fell by hero. You know, I'm going to take the risk. I got a grit. I'm going to try to get a 6. I'm going to try to find something and get 50 experience points. Come on, give me a 6. Nope. I'm going to use a grit, which is probably unwise here, to re-roll. If not, I have to deal with an attack. Okay, so I failed, and that means that there will be an attack. So I draw a threat card 1 higher, which would be the medium threat. So I'll draw it, and there'll be, oh my gosh, 11 void spiders. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is, Well, this might be an early-ended adventure for me here. Place these guys out here. I still got another encounter to try to, and I'll flip that over after this. Now, I know some people keep them straight on the board, but in this game it says half spaces are still spaces, so it doesn't matter. All these creatures will be able to reach me anyway. That's what I get for not breaking a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to be using everything. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. All right, what a terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the second encounter. Got a broken lift. An old mining lift lies at the far end of the room. You might be able to get it working. I can choose to repair the mining lift or ignore the lift and move on. If I ignore the lift, I need a luck 5 or higher. It failed. A massive tentacles burst out and attacked me, which I don't like that. Or I can try to repair the lift. I gain a cunning 6 or higher, which I only have a 1 in cunning. If one hero passes the test, you get the lift working, bring it up, find valuable goods inside. Each hero can draw a loot card. Wow. So either way, I can roll 2 dice and try to get a 5 or higher, basically just to avoid getting attacked by tentacles as well this turn. Or I draw a threat attack anyway. I think I'm going to go with my odds. I'm going to try because I still have a grit, and even though I should probably be using it, yeah, this is scary. Okay, so I'm going to go for luck, and luck I have 2 dice. So I need a 5 or higher on one of the dice. Come on, be kind. Yes. Okay. So that's going to get these encounters discarded. So now where was I in this? That was the encounter and then explore token. So that brings us to, that was explore room. So end of phase, nothing's happening here. And now we move to the top, hold back the darkness, and I'm in fight mode. So I held back the darkness. Oh, by the way, this was the second tile I added besides the, so I'm 1 deeper on the track here. So let's see. Now models activate. Now I got to grab the void spiders. What am I fighting here, guys? Give you guys a quick look at it here. Well, their initiative is 6. Isn't that nice? So they'll go before me. My initiative is 3. They have a 2 combat, 2 damage. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so they're going to move. Oh, their move is 8. Their initiative is 6. Okay, so even the furthest one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're all. So technically, you're supposed to start with the back, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Yeah, so they're all going to be able to get to me. They're going to go back as far as they can to surround me. Probably this one next, and this one, just to kind of keep the theme of the game. And the rest of these are just going to horde around. So luckily I won't have more than 5 attacks at a time on me. Hooray. This is okay. So all these guys will move and attack. I just went ahead and moved them all first, and then I'll go ahead and attack with them. So I'm just going to start with the back. So basically I got 5 of these guys attacking me, and their attack is 4 melee. 4 plus. Oh, they only get 2 combat dice. So they got 2 combat dice and need 4 or higher to hit me. They're easy to kill, but man, so many attacks can take you out. Okay, so the first one misses me. The second one has 1 hit, so let me go ahead and try to resolve that. I will. I need to roll a 4 or higher to avoid that hit. I did. That's good. All right. The third one hits me for 1 hit, but let's see if I can shrug that damage off. I don't, so he deals 2 damage, so I'll take 2 wounds. Boom, boom. I am now down to 14 health. By the way, I think the Bandito has the most health. So that's one of the reasons why I also took him, but his sanity is not that good. So not very sane. I might be throwing some dynamite here in a second. Okay, so the fourth one will attack me, and there's no modifier for 6 up here for them, so it's a 1 hit. I'll try to block it. I do. And the last one that can get to me will attack with 1 hit in combat, and I'll try to shrug it off. And I rolled my defense, so yes, I was very lucky. Out of all those, I only took 1 hit for 2 damage. All right, now it's my turn. I probably need to, if I can kill off these 2, then they would never keep more than 3 on me at a time. So let me just see what I can do here. So I need a 5 or higher to hit, but I've got 4 dice. So I'm going to use, I could roll 2, but yeah, I'd rather just have more shots to try to get. Okay, so 5 or higher I hit. I'm using both of my pistols, my twin guns, with no penalty. Okay, so I got 2 hits. I'll assign 1 hit to this guy, 1 hit to that guy. And I'll say that the red dice hits that one. And I need to roll 3 or higher. And even though one of them was a critical, that's okay. They don't have defense, so it doesn't matter. Criticals let me ignore their defense. Okay, so that takes 2 damage, and that takes 6 damage. So that'll kill this guy. And that'll give me 10 experience. Let's see. And this guy will take 2 damage over here. So I'm just going to kind of mark that with that die. And I think I used my grit earlier, didn't I? So I didn't roll for movement, did I? I might have got a grit back. 1 or 2? Nope. All right. So we move back to the beginning of the fight round, and I hold back the darkness. Hopefully. 6. I do not. This could be ugly here. So I move the dial to the darkness card. It's a blood spatter, so that will reveal a darkness card. Okay, this is a demonic force. All demons enemies now get +1 combat, and this remains in play. So I'll keep this as a reminder next to my maps. And this is a void beast, so that they don't get a +1 combat, thank goodness. But now they will act. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 around me. So this first one will swing for and get 2 hits on me. So I'll try to negate that with 4 or higher. Ooh, that's 4 damage. Bring me up to a total of 6 wounds. Ooh, that's not good. This one right here. 1 hit. Let's see if I can avoid it. I can't, so that's another 2 wounds. It might be, I might have to use one of my 2 revive tokens in this first battle already. Alright, this guy here, no hits. 1 hit. I need to try to defend it, and I do, so that's good. Now that'll move it to me. Oh man, I'm almost tempted to throw a dynamite here just to try to... I'd rather get these guys off me before I start going crazy. I want to kill this guy. Should I go for a straight combat? It lowers my number to a 50% chance on each die. Oh, roll for movement. Might get a crit thing back, so... Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I'm going to roll for... I'm going to use my 6 shooters. I'm going to roll my hits, and then I'll sign them. Okay, so I get 2 hits. I'm going to assign, and they'll stay on me, right? Because as long as they're on target, they won't move. Okay, so I'm going to assign 1 to this one and 1 to this one. And I guess to do the difference, the one that's already damaged, that'll be his damage. Okay, that's good. I deal 3 more to this one, which kills this guy. Also for another 10 experience. And 6 will kill this guy for another 10 experience. And that'll keep them kind of bottlenecked there, because once they're on target, they stay on target and do not move. All right. This is a little bit better for me, hopefully. Okay, so now... man, did I get that last experience for that? 1, 2, 3. I've killed 4 spiders, so I'll get 10 more experience. And actually, I'll convert that to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So nice using poker chips for things, so I'll use a 25. So now that brings me up to right there. Oh, actually, I might have enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, that's exactly it. I got a total of 50 experience so far in this game. All right, now we'll go back to the intern, no effects. So back to the top, hold back the darkness. This is gonna be 10. Oh no, I rolled doubles on the depth chart. What is the when you roll doubles? You have to look at the number you rolled, which was 5, and I'm in the mines. This is a terrifying shriek. A shriek of pain and suffering echoes through the mine, chilling you to the bone. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 horror hits, which you can defend, and horror hits are against your sanity, and that'll be 1 per if you. Okay, so it's going to hit me for 3 hits, but I get to try to defend all 3 of them. My sanity defense is 5 or higher, so I resisted 1, so I'll take 2 insanity damage. Actually, oh yeah, where's my sanity? Okay, so I take 2 insanity, and now we move to the spiders, the void spiders. The first one will attack me here with misses, and the second one, 1 hit. I will try to. Yep, I don't get that, so I will take 2 wounds. That brings me to 10 damage. So I've only got 6 hit points left here. I really need to start doing something here. So I could just start firing, but I do have my thing of dynamite. I might just try to throw it here somewhere and hope. Okay, so I'm going to try to use my dynamite, which let me get my little help card because it's been a while since I've used this. Okay, dynamite. Discard to throw is a ranged attack. The range is my strength plus 3. My strength is 4. So yeah, so I have a range of 7. So I'll easily be able to try to aim for this target here. So this is where I'm trying to throw my dynamite right here. If I miss, then I can use the bounce chart. So my range attack is 5 plus. So let's just hope that I can hit this because I don't. Oh, I didn't roll for movement. I might get a grit here. Yes, I get a grit. I forgot. Don't ever forget, guys, to roll for movement, even if you're not planning on moving, because that's the way you recover grit. All right. So now, all right. I need to see if I can hit this. So it's a ranged attack. So 5 or higher to hit this exact spot. Throwing dynamite. Come on, 5 or 6. And it wasn't. So that means the dynamite might bounce around. So it says, if missed, bounces D3 times, and I use the diagram on the back. So this is going to bounce around 3 times. Okay, so I roll the dice. I roll the 8-sided, and then I hold it to perspective here. If it goes into a wall, it just bounces right back. All right, so I'm going to roll an 8-sided. And 6, first of all, it'll bounce to here for the first bounce. Second bounce, 7. Uh-oh. That's on top of me. And the last bounce, 3. Okay, so it goes back up here. Okay. So, kind of bad for me, but kind of good because at least I hit multiple targets at once. I might have blown myself up, people. Let's see. And the dynamite does... models in target spaces and adjacent take D6 wounds each, ignoring defense. So I will roll this. The red one will be me, and hopefully it's not a 6, or else that'll drop me and I'll have to use a revive token. But 1, 2, 3, 4 models. So and I'll just try to configure it like when they roll, kind of like the closest to the pattern to that, because that'll like be over me here. So, right? So it'll be that one, that one. Okay, so, oops. This is how much damage it's exploding for. I mean, you could roll out once, but I think it's more fun to do. Okay, so this kind of lines up on the board like this. And I take 1, which is great. I took the least amount. So, I'm 11 wounds and 16 health. 6 will kill this guy. 4 will kill this guy. 4 will kill this guy. And that guy will take 1 point of damage as well. because he had a 1 as well. Okay, so that dynamite was actually worked out pretty well for me. And I killed 3 of those guys, which is 30 points. Let me grab a 25 and a 5 for experience. I might need that if I don't live. All these darn void spiders. I mean, now they're still going to move on top of me, but at least I got a few killed before the end there. Let's see. Let's go to back to the top and just hold back the darkness. 8, I held back the darkness. Now the void spiders will move, so now they're going to all crunch in nice and tight. Technically that will move there, I guess, because it's the farthest away. This has a point of damage. I need to deal 2 more to it. Okay, I'm trying to look to see if there's anything that I can do to... I don't have anything but my locket, which is great. If I survive it, then I can catch my breath a little bit, but not the best here. Okay, so this void spider will attack first with 1 hit, so I'll try to shrug it off, and I do. This void spider will hit me for a hit, and I'll try to shrug it off for a higher. I do. Now it's pistol time, guys. All right. See where I'm... Oh yeah, 2 hits. I do have a grit. Ah, boy. Could take a chance. You know what? I'm gonna use my... I almost tried to discard it. I'm gonna use a grit to try to re-roll these 2 dice. Try to get 2 more hits, 5 or higher. Nothing. Okay, well, that's what I get. Okay, so I'm gonna put my critical hit on the... it doesn't matter because they don't have a defense. So this guy will take 3 more, which will kill it, and this guy will take 1. So he only has 1 damage. Okay, so I get 10 more experience, and that'll bring us back to the top of the round for hold back the darkness. This is quite... Oh, I failed, so darkness will creep up here. Now the void spiders will activate. That can't get through. This one is probably they're about equal distance away, so I'll just move this here. There's no reason for that one to move. And it will stop as soon as it has a place to target. And so I will deal with these 2 guys here. This guy's going to attack me for a hit. I'll try to shrug it off. I do. This guy will try to hit me. Hits me twice. Oh my goodness. If I shrug off one of them, I take 2 more damage. I don't know if I'm going to make it, guys. I do have 2 revive tokens, so that's good. All right, now, okay, so I just double checked in the rule book, and apparently I saved myself from an extra attack or 2. These guys would actually have crept around if it was able for them to move that far to the back side to me. So I had saved myself some damage. We don't know, the dice will determine, but there's probably good chances I would have maybe have died already. I don't know. Dynamite may have reacted differently as well. So, which means I may have killed an additional one. So, I'm going to give this guy an attack, miss, and this guy an attack. There's a hit, and I don't shrug it off. That gives me my 2 more, puts up to 15. If I take 1 more physical wound, it'll KO my character, and I'll have to use a revive token. Okay, so now I'm down to just hoping I can take out as many as I can here. So I'm hoping for big roll. And that on the table, 1 hit. I have no grit to roll for movement, sorry. Nope, I was hoping to get a grit to re-roll those last 3 dice. I didn't. So yeah, I'll hit 1. I'll just, I'm going to hit this guy here. 4, that'll kill him. And I will gain 10 experience. Oh my goodness. Okay. This brings us to the top of the round. Hold back the darkness. I did not. That moves it to a blood spatter. So I will draw a darkness card. And this is an ambush attack, 1 night terror. Or D, 3 Night Terrors if there's 5 or 6 heroes. Unspeakable evil lurks in the shadows that lay beyond the light of the gate. So we will move a Night Terror in as an ambush attack. That's all I really need. He'll get +2 to his initiative. So we'll grab his card out here real quick. I'm just taking a quick look at him and before I flip it to you guys here. Okay. So that'll make their initiative. He'll respawn after spiders. Okay, the spiders respawn. If I live past the spiders, then the Night Terror will get me here. But let's see what I can do. Alright. We'll say the first spider attacks me for 1 hit. Alright, I gotta shrug it off or else I'm gonna get KO'd. I shrugged it off. Next spider. Doesn't hit me. The third spider hits me for 1. I shrug it off. Okay, the Night Terror's initiative is temporarily 5. And he has, it says he has a terror ability. If I start, during my activation, a hero is starting. So when I start my activation, I'll have to try to take 2 horror hits to try to avoid that. But first of all, the Night Terror needs a 5. He gets to roll 4 dice on the melee attack, and gets goodness. Oh my goodness! No, he's actually, is he a demon? Demon, so he gets an additional dice on combat because of the force in play. So he'll get to roll 5 dice, but 5 I need to roll low. 5 or higher are hitting me here. Okay, so he hit me for 2. And I'll have to defend 2 or take 4 damage. I defended both of them. I cannot believe that. Alright. Roll for movement. I could use a 1 or 2 here for some grit. I didn't get it. But I will take 4 shots. The likelihood of me taking this guy out with 3 armor right now is unlikely. So I'm going to stay on the Void Spider. And I'm going to try to... Well, I declare that after I hit all my hits. I need 5s or 6s for my ranged. The Bandito, come on, Senor Lee. 1 hit. I guess we'll just try to attack this guy. 2 damage. I need 3 to kill him. Oh, also, I take sanity damage if I don't. During my turn activation, I'm taking 2 horror hits before this even happens. So my sanity, I need a 5 or higher to resist. So I resisted 1, so I'll take 1 insanity damage. Boy, this one encounter is just. I tell you what, playing by yourself, it's harder to kill stuff, I'll tell you that. Alright, so we go to the top of the round, hold back the darkness, which I do not, so it slides again over here. And now the Void Spiders, we'll start with the damaged one, let's see if I pissed him off enough. And he does hit me for 2 damage unless I can shrug it off. And I cannot. I don't have any grit to spend. So that will KO my character. So I will immediately use a revive token. So I've got 1 revive token left. So like, I just like came back to life. And I will get to discard these wounds and this sanity. And I don't roll on any type of injury chart because it was a revive token. It was like I had some sort of magical blast of air come and revive me. Okay. So I have 1 revive token left. I guess I could put that out here. So I still have 1 of these left. I used 1 of them. Okay, so now this guy will continue his attack. The Void Spider. He hit me for 1 of them. I didn't shrug it off, so I'll take 2 damage. This is starting nasty already. Maybe I'll just use red dice on me. It might be faster for the wounds until I need to do that. So I'm going to take 2. And the last Void Spider on the back hits me for 1. Can I shrug it off? I do not. So I take 4 more damage. Alright. The Night Terror initiative is down to 3. He's tied with me, but the rulebook says that monsters get to go first on ties. So he's going to roll 5 dice. 4 for his combat plus 1 for the nasty bonus he gets in play from the darkness. So 5s are higher. Let's roll low, buddy. I don't need. Oh my gosh, because they do 40. He could wipe me out in 1 shot. Oh, does he have any bonus? No, he doesn't have any 6 bonus. That's good. But I take horror hits, which doesn't scare me as bad as Because if I miss all these, I'll take an additional 12 damage. 12 plus my 4 would be 16. Would instantly kill me. I'd have to use my last revive token. Wow. Alright, I got to resist these. I need 4 or higher. So I resisted one of the hits. I'll take 8, which puts me at 12 damage. 12 wounds. Okay, now I'll roll for movement when I activate. Oh, but first of all, I got to resist 2 horror hits. Right, terror 2. Okay, so I resist, and I resisted one of the horror hits, so I will take a sanity, damage. And now I will roll for move. Yes, I know 1 isn't usually great, but it gives me a grit back, so I can try to re-roll some dice. All right, I'm going to use my pistols again. I need 5s or 6s. Woo! This is a really good roll here. I'm not going to use my grit on this one. And I'm actually going to target, I'll just, I'll target this one with the first hit. That'll kill it off. I'll target this one with the second hit. That'll take 2 damage. I'll target the last guy with the last hit. That'll kill him off. Alright, well anyway, that's 20 more experience, so I'll trade up to a 25 chip for a 20. Can't see I'm not getting experience in this game. So, that basically brings us to the top of the turn. Hold back the darkness. 7, yes, I'm still holding it. at least I haven't totally died through darkness yet. Void Spiders have the highest initiative. He'll attack me with 2. Neither one of those hit. And now the nasty Night Terror. This could be the one. Because basically, if he hits me with 1 hit, if I don't defend it. And he does hit me with 1 hit. So I get to defend it. But I do have a grit. So I need 4 or higher. Oh, yeah. Oh, Night Terror, take that. So he swung at me with his claws, but I just slapped it away with dynamite in my hand. Well, actually, it's not there anymore. I threw it. So now we will go to me. I will roll for movement. Come on, get a 1 or 2. Yes! That helps out a lot. I don't want to get cocky. I almost want to say I might actually survive this, but I'm thinking probably not. Okay, so let's see how many hits I get here. Do I have any other special abilities? Dual wielding. That's the exploration passage. Nope. If I can make it to the end, I can get a little. I can catch my breath to my roll just a little bit. And that is not a hit at all. I'm going to use a grit to try to re-roll all those dice. It'd be nice if at least I get 1 hit to kill off that dang Void Spider. Okay. So I got 2 hits. They're both critical. Okay, so the first hit will go against the spider, which will kill it because all I need to do is 1 more. And the second hit is versus the Night Terror, and I rolled, that was also a critical hit, so it'll ignore his defense of 3. So normally you'd soak that up, but I get a chance to do some damage here. Oh, almost forgot my 10 experience. So 3 right to him. I'm just going to keep that right on him. So now it's me and the nasty Night Terror. Can I survive? Beginning of the next turn, hold back the darkness. I do. The Night Terror wins on tie to go for the attack. I really need to get my initiative up if I ever level up. So I get attacking first. And he will roll 5 dice. Come on, low numbers. Oh, crap. Okay, I do have 1 grit left. Hits me for 2. And if I can't defend these, I need a 4 or higher. Okay, so that's 1. This would kill me, but I'm going to use my last grit to re-roll that die. 4 or higher, baby. Yes! I am getting so fortunate here. Okay, now it's to me. Roll for movement. Give me a 1 or 2. Nope. Okay, so I have no grit to spend, but see, here's the thing of it. If I roll 2 melee attacks, they it's less dice that I roll for a hit, but I need a 4 or higher. It increases the roll by 1. I think I still like rolling 4 dice better, so we're going to try. We'll try this. I need 5s or 6s. preferably 4 6s. Can I call it? Hey, 2 6s, I'll take it. Those are both critical hits, and I'm attacking the same guy, so this will ignore his defense. Oh, I forgot I gotta roll horror hits. And I defended one of the horror hits because of us activating my figure, so I'll take another sanity damage. Which puts me at 2 sanity damage. Alright, for those 2 critical hits, I'll get to ignore his defense, so I will roll those. For 10, 13, how many hit points does he have? Woo! I killed him! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, his XP is 10 plus 5 per hit point, so I will get 70 experience. So I'll grab 3 of those and bring 1 back for each wound I dealt. And somehow, amazingly, I survived this encounter almost dead. So the first thing I do is I get to draw 2 loot cards because I faced 2 different types of enemies. So we'll take 2 off the top. And what do we get here? Oh, I get money times money. I get D6. So I get 150. I get 250 money, which I'm going to write down in the money thing because I didn't bring. I'm going to try to get some gold chips for that, but that's okay. This is just real easy because that's usually all 50 increments. Okay. I might need that one to go to town, and the loot will be shuffled back now. Shuffle these guys up really good. And now I get to catch my breath, which at the end of a battle, you get to catch your breath. You roll a D3, which is a D6 and half rounded up, and that will allow me to get a few hit points and or sanity back damage, and I think it'll probably be physical damage, but I get to add 1 to my catch my breath roll. So I rolled a 3, which makes it a 4, which will still just be a 2. So I will get a I'll get 2 hit points back. So I'm at 10 wounds from 16 health. So basically 6 health, and I'm a goner. Alright, that fight ended, and we'll move to the top of the turn. Hold back the darkness. I can't believe I did not hold back the darkness. So I moved to Growing Dread. Boy, so I take a Growing Dread card, and somehow if I actually make it to the end here, I would be able to I'd face that instead of the last boss. I'll have to read the rules on the ending there, but okay, so let's see what I move. 1, that's great. I get to recover a grit, but I only get to move 1. And you know what? I don't know if I'm going to live too good, so I'm actually going to move parallel, and I'm going to try to scavenge on this, just to try to find something good. Could be something bad. Oh, I get to draw a scavenge card. Where's my scavenge cards at? Right here. So I draw 1 scavenge card. Oh no, it's 10 experience because there's a hideous discovery. Poking around in the shadows, you see something that chills you to the bone. You quickly return to the group, refusing to speak of what you have found. I take 3 horror hits, but I lose 2 sanity for each horror hit if I don't pass it. Into 5 or higher. Oh, there's all the stuff. Wow. Okay, so I don't take any damage. But I do get the 10 experience, and I will shuffle these up every time, unlike the encounters and other things. Okay, so I'll take my 10 experience, and I will move. Oh, this tile has been scavenged, so I can't do that one anymore. Top of the order, hold back the darkness. I do, and now initiate movement. 6. Let's get. Oh, I didn't see this tile. Which way? How many exits did that token have? Sorry. This encounter showed me I had 2 exits. So let's see which passage is sealed up. It'll be the 3. So this one will be capped off. I got the cap right here. So I can't go this way. So let's head this way. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that ends my movement. But I will look through the window, which is drawing a map tile, which will also move me 1 on the depth chart. This is the blast room. So let me find that real quick. That one's got a bunch of barrels on it on a 4-way. I think it's this one. This looks like it right there. And how is this attached to, because I'm coming this way, so it'll attach to the map like this. And I have to find 2 clues to try to be successful on this mission. So I'm right there. I'll put an exploration token on this. Let's just go ahead and see which ways are out, and I won't know until that comes up how many exits are there. Alright, all models have finished activating, so someone is on the tile with exploration, so explore a room. It'll be an encounter with one exit, but let's draw the encounter first to see what happens here. Oh, actually, I was playing the advanced rules, so I'm going to have the encounter first. Let me grab out the blast room, because I was going to play like the advanced rule variant, so I'll have it. It'd be funny if it was the next one, then I would just keep it. So let's go with the blast room. Oh, it must be this one. I'm guessing it's the one that says explosives. Yeah, explosives. Okay, so this is the first thing, because I'm playing advanced rules, so technically I'd be facing two encounters. And this will be the encounter I deal with after I deal with whatever this says here for just going to the blast. Okay. The room is filled with crates of dynamite and barrels of gunpowder, much of it spilling onto the floor. Some of this could be useful, but you had better tread lightly as it seems to be unstable. Let me think. Okay, a hero ending their move on this map tile may search for useful dynamite. If during a fight, this counts as an attack. So a hero ending on this map may search for usable dynamite. If during a fight, this counts as an attack. What does that mean? Oh, if I search, it counts as an attack? Does that mean I'm picking up and slinging dynamite, or attack versus me? I'm not sure. I'll have to check the forums later on that. I'll just house rule it until I figure out exactly what the interpretation is of it. Make a scavenge roll. For every roll 5 or 6, I may gain a dynamite token. For each roll of 1, every model on the map takes D6 wounds with no defense. I think that's worth the risk to get some dynamite. So I ended my movement, and I will attempt to roll a D6. How many do I roll? It says make a scavenge roll. So I guess I'm scavenging. For every roll of 5 or 6, you may gain a dynamite token. So is that me scavenging as well? I don't think so. So I just ended my movement. People are probably screaming at me on the internet saying, no, you can't. You have to wait till next turn. I'm not sure. I'll check that out later. But it looks like I found 2 dynamite, guys. But I may not live to tell the tale because I also rolled a 1. So where's my side bag? But, you know what? I guess I could use a grit to re-roll that. I could be wrong. But I'm going to try to use my grit to re-roll that 1. Okay, so I find 3 dynamite. Alright, and now I'm going to deal with this encounter. This darkness card will go to the discard behind that. And the room is filled with massive piles of human bones. Some added stack. This is actually a pile of bones nearly to the ceiling. The sight of this chills me to the bone. Who or what could have done this? Every hero immediately takes D6 horror hits. So I'm taking 6 horror hits I have to try to defend. Wow, this is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I fail all of these, it'll kill me in sanity. I've got 2 sanity damage. So 5 or higher. Okay, so I take 5 insanity damage. Gosh. So 1 more sanity damage and I die. And it says this remains in play on this tile here. What in the world? Okay, so now agility 5. Then 1 hero slips on some scattered bones, which would be me, to start the avalanche of skulls. Oh crap. Agility 5. My agility's 2. if I'm successful, I get 25 XP and gain a loot card. If I fail, every hero takes D6 wounds, ignoring defense, as the following pile of skulls begin to bury me alive. Well, yeah, that's not good. Oh, it just goes right to wounds. If failed, you immediately take wounds, so you don't. That's not hits. That's just automatic damage. D6 wounds. So that could kill me, seeing as I only have 6 health left. Okay, so first of all, let's just make this agility check, because then I can get some loot and some experience. So I need a die that says 5 or higher. And I did! So that's awesome. I get 25 XP. And I get to draw a loot card. Boy, that really worked out. I got gold bars. I get 250 monies. I'm going to write that down. Brings me to 500 monies. So when I get to town, I might be able to do something. Okay, well, let's shuffle that loot back up. Alright, and I'm done with this encounter. Somehow, I survived again. Okay. Got the Brimstone soundtrack in the background. I'm sorry if it's driving me crazy. There's only one visible exit to this room. Let's find out where the exit is. 3. Attach that way, so that would be straight ahead. So this room is the explosives room. I'll just kind of keep that on here. And yet, I still cannot find a clue icon. This is capped off. This is capped off. And there's my exit. So I'm not going to mess around with that dynamite room anymore. It's just too much danger for me. And now, alright. Hold back the darkness. I did. Oh, is that a new dungeon tile? 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, no, that was the one I just added. Okay. So, activate model. 2. I don't like a small movement, but I do like gaining a grit from my bandito. Senor Lee, appreciate that. Brings me to 2 grit, but 1 more sanity damage and I'm dead, and 6 more health and I'm knocked out. But I do have 1 revive token left. All right, there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. All right, so I will move the 2, and I'm not going to scavenge anymore. I've got more dynamite than I ever needed. It is tempting though, because I'm assuming since a hero may enter this map may search for usable dynamite. Make a scavenge roll. So I guess I'm just assuming that it's not a regular scavenge, and it says anybody that ends their move there can make a scavenge roll. So I'm just going to say that this is scavenged. I don't know. I might be able to do it every turn, but I'm not going to take a chance of that anymore. And I'll go back to the top of the turn, hold back the darkness, which I did not. Ugh, time's running out. The darkness is going to escape these tunnels. Roll for movement, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will look through the window. Let's see what's... It's a mid passage, which is I put those over here. So no exploration token goes there. But I could scavenge if I want, and I think I might. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. Now's the time I need to roll 3 6s. But also, if you didn't know, the scavenge deck has a 3rd good, a 3rd bad, and a 3rd nothing happens. Let's see what happens. I did roll 1 6, so I will draw a scavenge card. Oh, it's a useful discovery. Pulling it from the gnarled hand of a dead body, I find something in this something of value in this forsaken place. Okay, so I get to draw a gear card, which I actually set those in this pile over here, right? So I didn't even shuffle these this game, so it's on my gear. So let's just go ahead and give those a little shuffle. Oh. Okay. Where did I put the dynamite? These void spiders are the medium threats. They'll go back behind over here. And I will draw my gear card. I get a knuckle duster. Once per turn, you may use 1 grit to gain +2 combat. Wow, okay, so Once per turn. I guess that means my turn. It doesn't say once per adventure like a lot of these cards say. So, okay. So I now have a Knuckle Duster added on here. So that could be good. That could change up my mind. So once per turn, if I have, but I have to spend a grit, but it give me +2 combat, which would be 2 more dice. And it's a little easier to hit in combat for me than it is for the range. Okay, okay. I like it. Plus, I guess there's some money. Maybe I can sell it if I don't, but this is a useful tool. I'm going to keep this. And scavenge cards get mixed back up here. And this place was scavenged successfully. So I go back to Hold the Darkness. 7, which I do. Oh, I do advance the tile 1 because that was a new thing. I should have done that first. And I'm still on the same tile, so luckily that would not have passed if I was in the mid-range tunnels. All right. And roll for movement. 2. I'm already maxed out in grit, but I can move 2 spaces, which I will. Brings us back to the top of the round. Hold back the darkness. 10, I do. Movement. 3. Boom, boom. You know, I'm going to come to this side just to be fun. Senor Lee wants to go over there, so we will draw a map. Where are we going now? All right. I'm making this probably a little harder with me because I'm playing more thematic on the. You know what? I'm not going to really move my direction. I may crack off these tiles just to give me some more room. I have no idea where all this stuff is going to go. So I'm just going to kind of break this down for a second over here. I have my map to keep track of what was going on. So that'll be a little easier. So I'm looking for the big room, and there'll be an encounter that matches that called Shafts of Light. So that'll be the first thing I deal with for the advance. I like playing this advanced rule because it makes the rooms more thematic. Sometimes you'll have some bonus stuff. It's like double rooms in one. It's probably a little more risky, but sometimes it can be more rewarding as well. And then I'm going to have... Where's that guy? Shafts of Light. I think that's a big boy down here on the bottom. Yeah, with the ruffle jaw. All right. Okay, so it'll be this one here. What a beautiful tile. Okay, so let's see which way this connects. Darkness like this. In fact, it's all universal, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. Hopefully I'm not confusing you at home. And that was in the upper section. Bandido down! That was the explosive room. Probably not come back. I never really go back. That's why I go ahead and bring in the tiles, because especially when I'm soloing, I usually don't go back. I just keep moving forward unless something is really bad. Okay. And then I'll put an exploration token on this tile. And after I deal with this, then I'll deal with that as revelation, because I like to do the encounter first. Okay, so shafts of light. The ceiling here is broken out in places with shafts of light spilling down onto the room. Your spirits are lifted slightly at the hope that all is not lost. Not yet. Okay, I got to make a spirit roll 5 or higher, and my spirit is 3, plus my locket gives me additional 1, so I get to roll 4 dice. It says for every 5 plus a hero rolls, they recover 1 grit. Well, I don't need to because I already have that. Or cancel a darkness card on the roll of 4, 5, or 6, or a growing dread card on the roll of 5 or 6. I do have a growing dread card somewhere over here. Then, if no hero passed the test, we have a sense of growing dread. Populate the room. Dread is palatable in the room. Draw a growing dread card and add it to the stack. So basically, I just need to pass this. If I get at least a 5, that means I'll get to remove that growing dread card. And if I don't, I'll add 1. So that's pretty. This would have been great if I had a bunch of growing dread and then got this late. 5 or higher. Okay, so I'm going to remove that growing dread card. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to put it at the back of the stack. So that way it becomes maybe relevant again. Okay, now I'll reveal the exploration token, and it's an encounter. And we'll draw an encounter card. I don't know what that's doing there. Sorry, guys. I had to go check a rule check. I grabbed a threat card instead of the encounter card there. So, all right, this says steam clouds. The room is filled with thick, hot steam pouring out of the rusty, broken pipes running along the walls and the floor. It's hard to see 3 feet in front of you, let alone what you might, who or what might be in the room with you. Any model on this tile, ranged attacks, or any model on this tile, or targeting a model on this tile, ranged attacks only hit on rolls of 6+, and these ranged attacks may not get critical hits. Okay. Also roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, something is in the room with you. Draw a threat card then. Okay, so nothing's in the room with me. But if I do ranged attacks in this room, yeah, that's not good. So that remains with this room here. Let's see what the exit is here. 1 exit. And, oh, I got to move up on the, this is the depth track because I revealed a new tile. And this will go here for the big room. Whew. Okay, let me look at my exit. 5 or 6, it'll be down here, will be my exit. So these other 2 won't be. Just to remind me I can't go running out those doors there. I'll stay in this room. Okay, hold back in darkness. 7, woo, yep, this is my last time that 7s will actually work. Roll for movement. 1, which would be great if I didn't need grit, but I'm maxed out in grit, so you know what? I can spend a grit to roll an extra d6 movement, and I will. I don't get it back if I roll 1 on this one, but at least I can hasten 1. So I'll do that. I don't know if you have to declare that before. I can double check that in the rules later, but if not, maybe I'll make it a house rule just because you get tired of that sort of thing. Rolling, if you just roll 1s all day long, you're kind of stuck there. Okay, now at the end of my movement, I could scavenge, but I'm trying to find clues. I need 2 clues, so I will look through the window. I will draw a map tile and see where I'm heading. And this is mining light, so the advanced, I'm using the advanced rules, which I probably shouldn't for this. I should have kept it basic. The broken lift, I'll be looking for that, which is look for the broken lift. I think I've drawn this one before, seems like. Did I just draw this one? Oh yeah, I think, oh, that must be in the discard then. Let's see. Broken lift? Yes, okay. So this is actually applies to this room. Okay, so now I'm looking for the mining shaft. It does make it more thematic, but a little more work when you do it this way. So it's the one with the big flat piece on it. Oh, it kind of looks like the starting tile almost. Okay, here it is. All right, that's pretty easy to find. It attaches like so. Okay. And I'll get an exploration token for here. And now let's see what's going on at the broken lift again. We've done this before, but yet this is the actual room it's supposed to be in, unless you just want to play unthematically. So we'll just pretend there's 2. So as you know before, I have 2 choices. I can try to repair the mining lift, or I can try to ignore it. I think I want to try to ignore it, because with luck I get 2 dice and I need a 5 or higher, and with the other one I can find something, but I need to roll a 6 or higher if I do that, and I only get 1 in cunning, so that'd be 1 die. So I'm just going to try to ignore the lift, because I don't think, because the bad result is if I go looking for something, I'm going to uncover a monster if I don't roll a 6. Or it could be no guts, no glory, right, guys? No, I'm not. I'm going to try my luck and just... Oh, wait a second, but if I fell there, then I have to face automatically tentacles anyway. Draw a threat. You know what? I'll go for the cunning. I know this is... I got 1 grit. Maybe I can roll a 6. It's a 5. Anything to give me any advantage on that? So basically what will happen would be an attack, and I would draw a threat. But you know what? I'm going to use a grit. I'm going to try to roll a 6. Come on, give me a 6. No. So basically I have to draw an attack. So I have to draw a threat card, because I went and I get to do this many stranglers, which is 4 of them, and that is not good. And now that my model ended its turn here, I'll reveal this up, and it's an attack. Okay, so I got the Stranglers, and now I also get a Night Terror. And let me see what the initiative is. And this many more Stranglers, 3. Oh crap. If I don't have 3 Stranglers, they will gain an elite ability. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I do have some dynamite. So I'm supposed to add a figure to, but I can't. So that means they'll get an elite ability. I'll look that up. And Strangler will come in, I guess, right about here. And his initiative was 3, and the Stranglers are 4. So I did put that out, right? So higher initiative in the back. So these are the 2 bad guys. This is the new one I'm facing here. And their initiatives are 3 and 4, and mine is 3. I really need to find an item to get my initiative up. Because then I can start chunking dynamite right now. There is one exit, and it's fun. If I live, or if I can live even after revive, my exit will be a gate to another world. So, okay, let me figure out how I'm going to resolve this here. Let me put these back here. And now, this will go back to the discard pile. Let's see, mining shaft can come down here. Let's go with, that was the move, the whatever, the reveal attack, so it goes back to the top of the turn. Hold back the darkness, which I don't need to draw no, come on, 4. I fell it, which means now I draw a darkness card. Wonderful. Another Terror from Beyond. Unspeakable evil lurks in the shadows that lay beyond the lighted gate. Ambush attack, 1 Night Terror. So that guy will come all the way back here. Lovely. And that'll be, the darkness will go here. Okay. And now, everybody goes before me, but starting with the Stranglers, their move is 6. So the farthest one away is this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, that works out good. So at least there'll be one less person beating the crap out of me. And probably this one by 1. No, it's the same distance. So yeah, either one of these 2 back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will go here. This will go here. I don't know if that's 50% of a tile. I don't think it is. Let's give me some break for now. I'll try to swarm in, and I guess he'll try to move here. Try to cramp up all on me. Okay, let's see if I live to tell. Stranglers will be attacking first. Technically, they move, and then they activate the model. So this would activate last anyway. So I'm just showing. You know what? He would activate last. So like this, for some reason, technically he would be here. So I will worry about him next. Okay, so these guys already have a. Oh wow, they hit really. On a 6, it counts as 3 hits. All their hits are 1 damage, unless it's a 6, and then it would count as 3 more hits. Combat is 4. He's a demon, so with the demonic force in play, I have to roll 5 dice. Oh man. Okay. Boy, look, this will have been my 4th thing, and all I needed was 2 clue icons. I didn't even get 1. Okay, so we're going to start with this guy here, attacking me. They need a, what is it? Oh, only a 3 or higher? Lovely. So, okay, so 3 hits, but every 6 for them counts as 3 hits apiece. So that's actually 3, 6, 7. So 7 hits, and they're all 1 point apiece. So I'm going to roll 7 dice, and I need 4 or higher to defend those. Oh, goodness. So I defended 1, 2. I've got no more grit. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds, which is good because I haven't taken any yet, but it's not good because that's a lot of damage. Okay, this next guy here is going to swing on me. Swing on me. And what do they need? A 3 or higher? I hope I was paying attention to that. I get confused with reading this card upside down. So 3 or higher, so they're going to hit me for 3. Try to avoid those. So I avoided 1, so I take 2 more. I'm at 7 wounds. I have 9 health left. Actually, you know what? Oh no! I'm sorry. I forgot I had this for damage. So actually, 615. I only had 1 left. That will kill me. I will use my last revive token and reset all my stuff. So those guys' hits will hit me and then I'm dead and wash off. But we will go to this last strangler that can reach me. Still may not survive with 9. So 1 hits me for 1, and I take a damage. So that's right. I was using this red dice to help. Okay, so there we go. I have 1 wound. Lovely. Man, I might have to use my once per. I don't have a grit to use, so I'll have to find out if I get Mullig. I might have to use my brass knuckles if I can. Oh man, this is not good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So now the Night Terrors will the ambush attack. So he'll actually technically, I guess he would have went first, but we'll go ahead and he's going to hit me anyway for 5 dice. So right here, let's see. So he needs 5 or higher. And of course he hits me for 3 of them. I need to defend these because they do 4. That's 12 points of damage, which would just about get me. Alright, come on, 4s or higher to defend. I defend 2 of the hits. So I take 4 damage, puts me at 5 wounds. I still have 11 health left. Okay, so that's everything that can reach me. Unless I did this wrong. Wait a second. When I move those guys up, of course he can only move. How far can those stranglers move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess that's right, 6. Comes here. So you had to go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So he actually had to stop. Yay, kept 1 guy off me. Alright. Well, guess what? It's Gunslinger. It's Bandito. Move is 5, which I'd rather have a grit. So I guess I'm just gonna. I don't have a grit to use my brass knuckles, so I'm just gonna shoot. Let's see what kind of hits I can get here. Okay, I get 1 hit, and it's a critical hit. Who wants to eat it? What do I need to kill these guys so the crit will overlook a damage? These guys are easy to kill. I'm gonna go right for. Oh, also I gotta survive horror hits. Sorry, I survived 1 horror hit, so I take 1 sanity damage. I'm gonna hit this Night Terror with it. 4, so he'll take 4 right to his face because that was a critical hit. Okay, the good news is I did some damage and I survived that round. Bad news is they're all still on the board. So we'll go to the top of the turn, hold back the darkness. 9, I do. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need an 8 or higher now. I'm actually in here for this last tunnel. So I need an 8 or higher, which I did. I got a 9. All right, and now the stranglers will start strangling me. They get 5 combat dice because of their bonus. So 3 or higher hits me. So this guy hit me for 2 hits. I shrugged him off. The next strangler hits me for 3 hits. Oh, actually 7 because 2 of them were 6s. Oh, I forget about that. So I gotta avoid 7 hits here. 1 point apiece. Come on, 4 or higher. Okay, so I take 2 more damage. I'm at 7 damage. Sorry, I get going so fast here. And a lot to keep track of. It's easy to miss a point here or miss a point there when you're playing, unless you have somebody with you when you solo play. So forgive me for the little errors that I make. Okay, and the last guy, the last one that can reach me for stranglers, of course hits me for 8. So now I will have to roll 8 dice. So I save I only take 2 points of damage. It's not bad. So I'm at 9 wounds. Leaves me with 7 health left. Okay. Now, Night Terrors will act first. And so he will do his... Oh, you know what? I messed up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do it now, though. These guys are supposed to be elite. So I'm supposed to roll a d6 on the card. 4, so they also have... They actually will gain... They're actually supposed to have +2 combat. You know what? I'll resolve that now on each one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 6. Because remember, I couldn't put the 7th one on the board. So I actually got away with the first round, but I'm going to roll. They were supposed to have elite damage on me. And actually, there's a token that says Elite 4, but I'll just remember that, hopefully. So these guys technically would have a total of 6 more hits on me. So okay, so 4 hits. I have to try to soak that up. And I soak up 2 of them. That's 2 more damage. Puts me at 11 wounds. 5 health left. I guess I could, you know what? I'll make up for it for the first round. That would have been 6 more hits as well, wouldn't it? So we'll just be honest as we can here. So, that would be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. And if I don't get enough saves here, I only have 5 health. That would kill me. I would have died on this turn. This is making up for last round that they were elite. Okay, so I actually soak up 5, 6. So I only take 1 point damage. So I'm at 12 wounds. Woohoo! What luck. Okay, where's that one I need to hit? All right. Now, did the Night Terror attack me yet? I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to swing on me with 5 dice. These are my... Oh, gosh. Luckily, he doesn't have a bonus for critting, but he hits me for 4 of these, and I have 12. If I don't survive all of these, I have no grit. I didn't even get a chance. I should have used my dynamite. What was I thinking? I had 3 dynamite. Okay, well, so he hits me for 3 hits, and I need 5s or higher. No more revive tokens. 4 or higher, excuse me. So he hits me for 1, 12, puts me exactly at 16. So my character is KO'd. And the monsters become bored with me, and this mission fails. So let me read the failed mission. But the nice thing is, at least I'll get to go back to town and try to use, I still get to keep my Darkstone, my loot, and my new stuff, and my money. So let's see here, unless it says otherwise in the mission guide. All right, I couldn't find a few Darkstone more. Next time I may not play the double and counter the advanced rule because I think that's adding more trouble to me. So I may just go with the random. That might be easier. So lesson learned, people. Making it tougher on myself here. Okay. So right here, first mission. Okay. Reward, nope, failure. If the heroes fail the mission, the darkness escapes the mines and wreaks havoc on the countryside and the neighboring towns. When the hero travels to a frontier town before the next adventure, D3 random buildings there will have been destroyed by escaping the darkness. So, I got to figure out D3 random buildings. So, let's see how many buildings will be destroyed. 2 buildings are going to be destroyed on the town map when I go to visit it next time. And I will roll that and set that up for my town adventure for the next video. Well, this is me, and I'll let you know what I do in town and how that all works for the traveling to town and what's destroyed when I get there. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep those brimstone dice a-rolling.